Yeah, Philip and Giovanna, there was a press conference just a few minutes ago. We heard from law enforcement officials, the Southgate mayor, even LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn. The family of the victim was here, and they were all making a desperate plea to get help from the public. They're hoping a $30,000 reward will help get them a lead in this case. Hector Asensio Sr. was 2 weeks away from his 58th birthday. He was watching his grandchildren on September 16th around 9 p.m. when he answered the door. A gunman shot and killed him. We are now learning that a gray or silver four-door vehicle was seen in surveillance video and may have been involved.
It has not been confirmed if it was involved or not.
LA County Sheriff's deputies are still trying to confirm this and have not released images of it. This happened on Glenwood Place in Southgate. His 9-year-old granddaughter witnessed the murder and called 911.
Forever will feel a loss.
We heard from LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn today asking the public for help.
Most people will never know the pain and the shock that they are feeling. In what should have been his safest space, his own home, Hector Asensio was savagely and senselessly murdered.
Now back out here live, his killer is still on the loose. So if you know any information about this case, you are urged to contact the LA County Sheriff's Department. Again, there is a $30,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest. Reporting in Southgate, Irene Cruz, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Irene, thank you. A grisly discovery inside a trash can in Sunland. A woman's body was found. Investigators are now trying to determine who she is and how she died, as well as who put her there. Neighbors say they noticed a strong smell coming from the trash can on Wentworth Street. Police were called and discovered the body of a woman who appears to be in her mid-30s. Investigators say there were no obvious signs of trauma on the body. Police in Pasadena are searching for a suspect in a violent sexual assault. The suspect can be seen in this grainy photo. A woman told police she was sitting in her car Saturday night when a man got in and threatened her with a knife. Police say the man told the woman to drive to another location on Sierra Madre Villa Avenue north of Foothill Boulevard, and that's where police say the man sexually assaulted the woman. Investigators believe the suspect has a distinct, raspy voice and may be homeless.
Alaska Airlines flights are taking to the skies once again. The FAA issued a nationwide ground stop for the airline and its subsidiary, Horizon Airlines, this morning after a glitch in a computer upgrade. That glitch impacted the airline's ability to calculate the weight and balance of its planes. The FAA issued the ground stop around 7:30 at the request of Alaska Airlines. The ground stop expired at 8:30, but flyers could see some residual delays throughout the day.
Jury selection continues tomorrow in the hush money trial of former President Donald Trump. Court is in recess today. 7 jurors have been seated so far. ABC's Rena Roy has details on who they are.
7 New Yorkers have now been chosen to decide if former President Donald Trump is guilty of criminal charges in his hush money payment trial. They're the first of 12 jurors and 6 alternates seated after being questioned by both the prosecution and defense. So far, there are 3 women and 4 men. The foreman is originally from Ireland, and there's an oncology nurse who said no one is above the law. And when asked her opinion of Trump, responded, "I don't really have one." A teacher who has 2 family members in law enforcement said President Trump speaks his mind, and I'd rather that than someone who's in office who you don't know what they're thinking. There are 2 attorneys from big law firms and a grandfather originally from Puerto Rico who called Trump fascinating and mysterious, saying he walks into a room and he sets people off one way or another. A young software engineer pledged, "I will be fair and impartial." But many other potential jurors have been excused after saying they'd be unable to do that. The judge also dismissing one man who posted online when Trump was president, saying get him out and lock him up. Trump is facing 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to cover up a payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels to keep an alleged affair secret from voters before the 2016 election. Trump denies he ever had a relationship with Daniels and has pleaded not guilty to the charges. At a campaign stop after court Tuesday, Trump was asked whether he thinks the jurors who were chosen so far will be fair.
I'll let you know after the trial.
Tomorrow, a new batch of 96 potential jurors will begin answering questions. With jury selection moving along so fast, Opening statements in this trial could begin as early as Monday. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
New video from Air 7 HD overnight shows crews installing the first girders for the wildlife crossing ramp that is being constructed on the 101 in Agoura Hills. The construction calls for a highway closure that will stretch from Chesbrough to Liberty Canyon Road on weekdays from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. It will last for the next 3 to 4 weeks. Once work is done on the southbound side, shifts over to the northbound side. That bridge will hopefully prevent tragedies by providing mountain lions a safe place to cross area freeways.
Well, we are all on the sunny side because it is sunny and clear outside, and it's pretty great. Brianna?
Yeah, our temperatures are going to be nice and toasty again today. So we don't have too many changes compared to yesterday. It is going to be another warm one. We have also some high clouds out there. We have some low clouds. Most of those low clouds are right off the coast, so most of us along the beaches are getting some sunshine, but those clouds are hanging out right there, so you might have some partly cloudy skies. Now, this is looking over Malibu, where it is warming up nicely, 64 degrees. Starting to get a little cooler at the coast today just because we are switching from offshore to onshore, and that will also help to push some of that cloud cover in, especially as we get into tomorrow morning. There's a chance to see some marine layer clouds or some morning fog tomorrow and Friday as well. So things are changing, but just barely. It's still going to be very nice. Sun is shining over into Long Beach, and it's feeling great. It is beautiful, close to 70 degrees, and you can see all that cloud coverage. It's hanging right at the coastline. Oxnard, there is a little bit of cloud cover there, and that's causing some cooler temperatures right in the low 60s. But for the most part, we are looking up now. A lot of spots seeing the 70s, and then we'll have another afternoon that's going to be warm today. We cool it off for a couple of days, but then the warmest day is going to be this weekend, and so we'll let you know exactly what to expect. It's going to be a pretty nice one in just a little bit. Philip, Giovanna, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thank you. As we continue here at 11 a.m., Ford issuing a major recall for hundreds of thousands of its vehicles, the defect that could result in a crash.